Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to another Division video, and today we're going to be covering 1.6 meta, and that is going to be the Striker Sausage combo. Now, I thought of this build a few weeks before 1.6 dropped, and I was just thinking this is going to be one overpowered build, because not only in 1.5 was it powerful, but 1.6 with Alpha Bridge getting a nerf, and now we have new top tier gear sets. Striker is definitely going to be one of those, and I think I put together one of the most nastiest ones you're probably going to run into. Now, if you guys want to dominate in the Dark Zone and dominate in Last Stand, this is going to be the build you're going to want to run. Not only here in PvP, but also in PvE. It's a well-rounded build, and Striker is definitely going to be one of those that is going to be popping up a lot more after everybody realizes what the meta is. To start off with, I'm running 318k primary DPS, 316k toughness, and 174k skill power, with 282k primary DPS because I'm going to use my sausage primarily with this build. Now I'm going to go through this build piece by piece to show you guys how I run it. With my Striker's Harness as terrible armor, good main stat, health, and wish I could have ammo capacity on there as well. And I have skill haste, which isn't too bad of a roll, with electronics and stamina mod. And the stamina mod is there to unlock competent on my lightweight M4, because you do need 2,830 I think on stamina, which I am missing out without that stamina mod there. But the skill haste definitely helps, and health is best in slot now since they removed armor from the main game. But the Striker's Harness could have better overall base armor on it. I have a refresh mask which actually has good armor on it with good main stat. I rolled skill power on that because, I mean, what else are you going to roll there besides, I guess, crit chance, which will also help me out as well. But the skill power is quite nice as well to give me those fat heals, and refresh also helps with that as well, which is is absolutely great. I love running refresh over tenacious or anything else. Now the Striker's knee pads have really good armor, decent main stat, and I rolled health them as well, which of course is best in slot here, with an electronics mod with health on it again, because you know what, best in slot. But you're going to be running the first aid self-heal mods on everything, which of course, I mean, that's kind of obvious if you're running a solo build, unless you're running, I guess, Reclaimer, you'd be running ally heal, but I'd say best in slot would be self-heal. On this, I'm running the specialized backpack to accommodate for extra skill power with it rolled to electronics. I only have one thing rolled to electronics, everything else is rolled firearms with all electronics mods. It does have health and ammo capacity, and running with electronics mods and the first aid self-heal again on that. But definitely roll everything into whatever you're specking for. In this case, I'm running firearms, so as here you can see, everything is rolled firearms except for one to counter and get a little extra skill power. Now my gloves, they have crit damage, which I'm spec heavily into, shotgun damage, and skill haste. And I would rather to have like maybe my AR damage on there, or maybe crit chance as well, but that'll be in another glove maybe I can find, hopefully, and roll it that way. But these are actually not too bad. I'd actually have to say that. I am running crit damage over crit chance on this build, and definitely wrecks a lot harder. And here I'm running the Striker's holster, which has really good armor, and it's rolled for crit chance, which helps out because I have 0% crit chance unless I'm using my pulse, and first aid self heal on that as well, which obviously best in slot. I would say crit chance here would probably be the primary choice. Health here wouldn't give you too much because it's such a low roll, but crit chance definitely on your holster and maybe on your mask as well. This depends on whatever one you prefer. I'm running 110k base damage on my shoddy. It could be a little bit higher, and also the stagger could be higher as well. And I'm running with brutal, responsive, and unforgiving, which is god roll. Those all give you base damage increases, as well as brutal gives you the headshot damage. So responsive, extra 10% base damage. Unforgiving, it's just godly with this build. Then you have lightweight, brutal, competent, and adept. It could be better, but I don't normally rely on my lightweight M4. I just normally switch to it whenever I need to after busting them down with the SASG. Now, I'm running the Recon Pack Pulse now. Why am I running this, guys? This is the key here, because I don't know why nobody else is running this, because look at the range on that. It is way better than the Tactical Pulse. The duration is even better. The critical hit chance is better. The critical hit damage may be a little less, but the critical damage is really nice, and the cooldown is a lot shorter as well. Now on my heal, I got 182k heal, which is quite nice, and then you couple that with refresh, and it's even nicer, guys. Refresh is definitely top tier. And with the talents I'm running with this, I am running Triage, and then I'm also running Strike Back, which is definitely helpful for whenever you get down to low health. Combat Medic for the squad whenever I'm running with them, and Critical Save because that goes really nicely with Combat Medic. I could be running One Is None instead of Strike Back to help with the shoddy, but you know, that's just all preference, I guess. One thing that makes this build overpowered is you cannot combat shotguns, and I don't like the fact that that's in the game with the stagger. That makes it literally impossible to combat shotguns. You have close range weapons such as like the submachine guns that you guys can go up against with an assault rifle and just be fine, and you just gotta adjust your playstyle, but you cannot combat a shotgun. The stagger on the shotguns is the thing that makes it overpowered. They just need to remove the stagger out of the game because yes, the shotgun does do burst damage, but you can keep a moderate damage with the assault rifle and mow them down just about the same time. But the stagger is what messes it up, and it makes the reticle just bloom and just flinch all over the place, which makes it just absolutely terrible for whoever's going up against you. I'm going to show you this clip at the flinch on this. You cannot combat this. Watch. This makes you look up at the sky, and you cannot combat that. They need to add another native talent to shotties other than stagger, because the stagger is what's making it just stupidly overpowered. Now you combat a striker with unforgiving and the native striker talent, so you're gaining damage as you're shooting, and you're also gaining damage as you're lowering health. Why I feel like shotties are going to be the main meta, and what else are you going to run with shotties besides striker, because you're literally just gaining extra weapon damage while you're shooting. I mean, you're not going to do that with an all high-end build, and that's why Striker's going to be 1.6 meta. And I hope they really do fix shotties go 1.6, maybe add a different native talent, but until then, this is what we have. And this is a good way to run the build, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and as always guys, I will see you in the Dark Zone.